saying like she was saying like yeah, like I didn't really like acting like my mom. I was 6 and I didn't really have a choice. And I guess like basically her parents were like living off of her.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's why Brandon wants to have a kid so bad. He wants to like have him make it in Hollywood. And just
I don't think I'd want that.
yeah, honestly, I think like kids shouldn't be allowed to.
I think
There
they should just make
They
should just make robot kids
yeah.
to act.
There should be very strict like much stricter labor laws, like regarding child actors. Cause holy shit.
But what if you want a kid to cuss and it's kind of funny?
No, you can cuss.
Like,
Cussing,
hey,
there's nothing wrong
fuck.
with
You know?
cursing and shit, but like
Yeah, there's a lot of other areas of that.
yeah, like
That's-
Hollywood just seems to turn children into fucking
Mindless.
basket cases.
I mean, I don't think that much attention and like social. Like,
Yeah, it's not good for you.
I don't
Just
feel
think
like
about like yourself as like a fucking like 13-year-old. Think about how uncomfortable you were just existing. Like how like traumatic it was to just like walk outside. And then imagine like you have like thousands of people watching you.
I always thought I
go
was
through
like
this
in an
process.
action movie as a 13-year-old. I'd always see cars like on the freeway, and I would imagine them like getting flipped over and shit by like exploding spaceships, and me and my brothers would be imagining that we're shooting them down and stuff like that. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Did I do good?
Huh?
I'm glad that's making a comeback.
Everybody
The
moaning.
thing on TikTok of like teenage boys just doing it like, oh yeah, like you.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad because it's like
You're a
nostalgic.
fucking teenage boy.
I remember you used to do that when we were like 13 or 14.
That doesn't sound like me.
Up until we were like 16.
Up until
you
like
still
2
do it
months
now.
ago.
Yeah, you did it like 20 minutes ago.
That does not sound like me.
Can we talk about the guy we knew who like asked you to make those noises?
I don't think we should say his name.
We're not gonna say his name.
Okay, but we could talk about it.
We will give you his address though and social security.
As a
number.
youth, you know, a lot of teenage boys like to make moaning sounds. I don't know why, but we did, and I was one of them. And then I would
That's valid.
I would do it as a joke, you know, as a bit. And then we're on for you young kids on there. We had an Xbox Live party chat back in the day. We're playing some Halo, and one of my friends kind of just like told everybody to shut up while I did my bit real fast, and he asked me to like do it again, but like in a raspy, whispery voice. I kind of stopped for like
Alright.
many years after that. We were like 17, 16.
Jail. Put him in jail.
But homie looked like he was 30, but he's like 2 months older than me.
I don't like that.
That was so weird, man. Like,
Everyone needs to wish me a happy birthday.
nah, they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I gotta take you out to eat or something, huh?
If you want. I
Oh.
mean, I don't deserve it.
What if I like wheelbarrow you like a whole cow, and I'm just like, you do whatever you want with it.
I love the implications of that. Just whatever you want.
If you want to eat it, go ahead, and whatever else.
You want to take it out back and shoot it? You could.
Hey, so
fucking
you
do
like that deer thing I sent you on Twitter the other day?
Oh yeah, he sent me a picture of like a. Was it a?
That was an actual deer. Brother Nature retweeted that.
You know what? It was like a deer, but it was like, it was kind of bad. Like, it was kind of cheeked up. Don't fucking look at me like that, Jamie.
What's with that face?
You haven't even seen the deer. Okay, so it was a person, so I'm not a pervert.
You know what I'm talking about? That was a person? But why do you have a
regardless,
tail
the
and
point is,
fur?
I'd fuck a deer. I think a deer is.
I don't think we're gonna go back to this later on, and we will.
Jamie's saying it was a tattoo. I'm not a furry. I hate this fucking. This is like our longest running bit, and it's
But
been
but is it though?
slanderous and violent the whole time.
Slanderous and violent.
Wait, all right.
he
So
says.
Jamie said it's my fault. How is it my fault?
You didn't really help, man.
Look.
You didn't help.
I'm being
you've
gaslit.
You've
I'm
never
being
like.
gaslit.
I
I'm
mean,
being victim blamed.
You kind of can say
They-
that you fought back a bit, but
The
you
thing is,
definitely.
they hate to see a girl boss winning, and that's me. Okay, so Jamie's showing me the picture. Yeah, that is a woman.
Oh, that's even better for you then.
Yeah, so I'm not a pervert. Yeah, that's a set of yeeks. That is clearly a
Oh,
set
it's like
of yeeks.
painted.
And it's body paint made to look like a sexy
Oh, that's
dude.
exactly what you want then.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a girl, human girl, but with like.
Goddamn.
It's like a human girl, like she's curvy, but she's got a little tail, maybe ears. Hey, but we all get it. Every guy that's watching this has seen Lola Bunny, and I don't even need to say anything past that. Not the new one, the old one.
Got that. I never really got the thing of like wanting to fuck like just any cartoon character.
You just straight lied to the podcast. If I
I
had the time and I can go back and get every time you talked about Lola Bunny, I'm not saying I haven't, but
that's more for you.
There's at least like an hour of footage.
I know the episode you're talking about.
Episode?
We talked about
episode, my king.
It was one we talked about when
Stop the cap.
The previews
Stop the
cap.
cap. The cap needs
for
to be
the
stopped
new
here.
Space Jam movie, and
That's not even what I'm talking about.
Like,
I'm talking about way further back. There's more. You just
look,
is that all you remember?
Look, we're all about cheese things.
Hey, the Noodle Boys talked about that shit, my guy.
We're all about jokes here. I don't want to fuck any cartoon characters. Brandon wants to fuck at least 11 cartoon.
I know at least 10 girls that liked Simba from The Lion King.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's a full-on lion too.
I saw Jamie made a very
he's
interesting
a
face
full-on
right now.
just he's an animal with some
See,
human-like
that's
face
fucked up.
things.
But women have like weird tastes a lot of times because it'll be like normal shit where it's like it'll be like celebrities.
Wow, look at him like throwing all the thing on women, and he doesn't want to fuck Lola Bunny.
It's because women are taught to like repress their sexuality, so you end up with shit where it's like, there's women that are like, they want to fuck like the obvious ones, like the fucking all the Chris's from the Marvel movies, and then they'll also be like, yeah, I really want Mr. Bean to just fold me in half.
Or you got the whole like section of women that like wanna like plow every serial killer, every white boy.
I saw discourse. I don't know why I called it discourse, but recently I saw people on Twitter. It was women on Twitter talking about how they wanted to get dicked down by Jack Black.
I respect it.
I respect that too. He seems like a good dude.
He seems like a great guy.
Also, I feel like that's my category.
He's just following every girl that's retweeting. He's like, DM.
Yeah, if I see you talking about wanting to fuck Jack Black, I'm sending an eye emoji in your fucking DMs immediately.
But what about me?
I'm like, Jack actually.
You can put some of those pictures that we took of you like a while back with the pink shorts and the white tee.
Oh yeah, I had my thighs out.
Back in my old spot.
That's gonna be my look for this summer, by the way. Thighs out at all times.
That's always my look.
Chest
I mean,
hair out.
if the sun's up and it's warm.
If it's cold, no.
No, I get cold. I do not retain heat at all. At all.
I do.
I need you to do me a favor, all right? Just like a quick side note.
What is it?
I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going to point to the camera at some point, and I'm going to need you to see when it's at 28 minutes.
So here's the thing about that. I have needed new glasses for about 9 months.
Because I don't have my glasses on right now. I don't know if you guys know.
So, Jamie, you have a job today. We're going to give you
Wow, look at
$10.
the disrespect towards women.
First of all,
first of all, you're like, no, guys don't like Lola Bunny, and I'm special, but girls are weird because they like Simba. Wow.
I didn't say, wait, what?
Gas.
Hold on. I'm being gaslit again. This entire show is just me being fucking gaslit. Do men have that like weird thing, like where they just have? Because I feel like men are very predictable. Men always, it's like the same fucking thing. Like they have the exact same fucking taste and shit. In terms of like the celebrities they want to fuck, and I feel like just with women it's a little bit more chaotic. Like there's just women who like really want to fuck Jack Black, but like you won't see that with men.
I feel like some other guys will have a very opposite opinion of what you're saying. Really? They'll say there's some other guys I've seen on like Twitter and like random YouTube videos where they'll go like, oh, girls only want tall white boys.
Which isn't true.
Like every race of girl will want a 6'something tall white boy. Like no matter what. Like that's just, he doesn't have to be handsome or be good at anything. He just has to be a tall white boy.
I mean that's some people, but also like there's a male equivalent of that. Or if you're just like thin and white, they're like, I would die for you.
What do you mean?
Like there's a certain type of, there's a certain type of person. In
You mean like
general.
a guy like kind of like respecting and liking another dude that way? Like, oh, I fucking love him. He's cool. Like kind of like
I
Elon
mean, like,
Musk fans, or like what do you mean?
In terms of their like taste in like women, like they'll see like just any like blonde woman, and like I would die for you.
I definitely feel like younger high school me was like that. I can't even
Well,
argue.
for you, but
I was like in love with Taylor Swift back in the day.
yeah, but I
that
don't
was
think
like
it was
my
that.
bitch.
You were
Ripper.
just Brandon had a weird thing where he was like, I want to fuck like a farmer's daughter. That was your thing.
Oh, that was because of fucking that girl from Sweet Life on Deck.
Jamie, what was her name? The
Yeah,
farm
she
girl from
plays-
Sweet Life on Deck.
Debbie Ryan. Yeah, younger Debbie Ryan and younger me.
I
really.
was gonna call her Debbie Reynolds. Is that a
I don't,
person?
yeah, I think that was like my like first like big introduction into like a Southern girl, Southern belle type like thing, and then I was like, damn, I like that.
Yeah, Brandon's at the Green Acres farm dropping dick off. Respect. What else were we gonna talk about? How did we get to this? I think we were gonna talk about like
Your raw
Did you see the
fetishization of
fucking-
Lola Bunny.
I
But you could jump on to whatever
wait.
you're gonna
Hold
say.
on. What cartoon characters would you fuck?
Let me get the list.
You have like a fucking scroll. You unfurl it. It
Let's talk about
rolls
let's
away
talk,
for
let's talk
12
about
feet.
teenage us.
teenage.
And you gotta be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that you haven't because I've known you for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And you can't say that you haven't because I know that there's some. I'm gonna throw some out and just say yes or no. Okay. Have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
Jessica Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
I just have a picture in my wallet.
She's your
I have a
fucking
picture-
wallpaper on your phone.
Yeah, I have a picture of Jessica Rabbit as my wallpaper.
But she's like just like a human, like a cartoon human.
So
I think
'Cause
mine's
I
when
feel
I was
like
younger,
you-
100%
mm,
is Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
okay, I respect that.
I love Belle. She's the best. I think she's the best Disney princess, hands down. She ain't got no power. She ain't got nothing. She's just smart. She pretty.
Why don't you want a woman with powers?
No, I'm just
Why
saying.
do you hate to see a
I'm
girl
just
boss
saying that
winning?
she doesn't have to have powers.
Brandon's coming
she's
out as
smart.
very anti-girl boss right now. It's
I
pretty
feel
fucked
like
up.
you're trying to throw it on me because that's definitely where you were at earlier, and we all think differently.
Yeah, I just found out that's what chuggy means. The word chuggy.
I've never even heard of
It's
that.
like a thing kids on
Chuggy.
TikTok say.
Oh, is this
Just
true,
found out it
Jamie?
means,
Yeah, I
like,
know you're on TikTok.
Chuggy apparently means like girl boss shit.
Chugi? Is that short for something, or they just made
I
it
have no idea. I don't know like the etymology of it.
edamame?
Yeah, I don't know the edamame. I don't know the edible mommy of it, but I
Edible mommy?
found out
That's a
chuggy-
new Twitter name for somebody out there.
edible mommy. Also, yeah, if you're Mexican, a good name maybe Jeff Bezos. I'm surprised nobody on like corny Chicano Twitter is
Jeff
taking
Bezos.
that. We're supposed to like list off the cartoon characters.
Oh, you say
Who would
one for
fuck?
me. I'll say yes or no.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you watch?
Just
What are
say
some
one.
anime
Just say
characters?
one.
Jamie, what are some anime characters?
You. How about that one blue robot girl from Nickelodeon? I can't remember her name.
I feel like that's more like your type of thing.
I'm asking.
My
you,
Life
just say-
as a Teenage
Yeah.
Robot.
Oh, that one.
That's your type.
Yes or
'cause
no?
No.
Okay. What about
She's just a bunch of blocks.
What about the red?
Mr. Whiskers. I forgot about the fucking.
So what was it? What is
I
it?
want to fuck Mr. Whisker.
What is it? Don't lie. What about Brandy?
No, she's a dog.
He hesitated.
Who?
Nala from
The
Lilo
lion?
and Stitch. No. Oh, I thought you said Nani.
Oh yeah, the older sister from Lilo and Stitch.
What about Nani?
Okay, I get it.
No, I need a yes or no.
Wait, what is the actual question? Like, would you fuck?
We already said this.
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
Yes. Oh, okay.
The real
Okay.
life version of.
Mm-hmm. What about the redheaded girl from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
I didn't watch that.
You didn't
show.
watch that? What about Teen Titans? You know anything about Teen Titans?
No.
Mm,
I I was too busy reading the.
What else do I
dictionary.
see a lot of fan art on the internet of? To this day, from my childhood cartoons.
I always see a lot of supernatural stuff.
That's not a cartoon.
Of cartoons, I don't know. This is such a stupid bit. All right, let's move on. We're gonna spend a whole hour just listing. Okay, how about the female spider from James and the Giant Peach? How do you
Oh
feel
yeah,
about
that's your fucking favorite one. You love
Kinda
talking about.
bad.
That is straight furry. That's a furry.
That's different though.
No, it's not.
It's about personality.
She's literally a spider.
I could be a spider.
Can I fuck your silk hole?
Oh god. Wait, how do spiders fuck?
I think the girl.
That sounds like an awful Google search, but we're gonna do it. I want to know how spiders fuck.
I
Do they
think
have dicks?
all I know is that the girl one eats the guy's head off, and then
That's not every species though.
No, it's every species.
Black
What do you
widows.
know?
Black widows.
Are you a
do that.
spiderologist? Arachnologist? Arachnidologist?
My
Arachno-
girlfriend, the spider from James and the Giant Peach, told me that that's not how that works.
You sound like fucking what's his name? Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro doing his logic dork bullshit, but he's talking about like the hypothetical, like how you would fuck an anthropomorphic spider and shit.
I think that needs to be a bit, and I think
Yeah, we should.
I think one of us should do it.
Anyway, what were we gonna talk about?
Those
Tyler, Joe Rogan. Why'd you make that face?
I just had to take a deep breath. Honestly, that's all it was.
Oh,
It wasn't a reaction. I just
did you
needed.
just forget to breathe?
I just forgot, man.
I respect that. I do
Hey.
that sometimes.
I need coffee.
I respect that.
I feel like I need to look more into ADHD and stuff because I know I read some stuff like a while ago about how like some people with ADHD benefit from caffeine because it helps them focus.
Yeah, I actually have OCD.
Yeah, that
so
makes
I'm
sense.
one cool dude.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I listened to the Tyler track and it's like it's not really anything like Flower Boy or Igor. It you can't say it's closer to them than it is to like Cherry Bomb and his older stuff, because it definitely is closer to his older stuff.
Yeah.
I can agree that it's not the same, but it is a closer genre wise to what his older stuff is, and a lot of people will probably like that because not a lot of people like. Obviously, like he kind of changed up his whole style with Flower Boy.
Well, I want to know because it's just this track, Lumberjack. I want to know what the rest of it, because this one obviously sounds different than like Igor as a whole, but it does sort of have a similar vibe to like What's Good and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what if this is like the one sort of like turn up song on the album, and the rest of it is sort of like Igor type, like
It could be, but
romantic
he's
shit.
released clips from like a bunch of his songs, and a lot of
Yeah?
them are like that. Yeah, on his Instagram.
I
Where the
need-
fuck have you
oh,
been?
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
You good, King?
No, I'm dying. I'm not like up
What's
to date
going on with
anything.
you?
Dude? I don't know. My body's like collapsing.
You need an orange?
No, I don't think so.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I'm gonna carry this a little bit. So have
I'm
you?
gonna just stop.
Did I send you the video of Kanye yelling at Chance the Rapper?
Hell. Yeah, you did actually. That was actually.
I actually
very-
kind of want to talk about that because
You know what? He had a point because he said that's the crux of it is he goes, that's why your fucking album flopped, which, I mean, I don't know how it did sales wise, but it was some mid.
No, it definitely.
It was
We
Garbage
haven't
shit,
talked about it on the podcast, but we used
because
to
it
be
sucks.
we used to be.
It's hard to talk.
I think at the beginning of I think that album dropped during the last one, right? During last year? Was that last year?
Yeah, it was like right before everything happened, and
Yeah.
it was whack. It was really disappointing because I fucking loved, like, me and this fool went to the Coloring Book tour. Like, we went to the first
We went-
show in San Diego.
And we
And-
went again in fucking the one in LA.
Yeah, we saw him twice in one
I would
year.
have seen him 3 times if I could. If
Yeah,
I'm
and
being
we were
honest.
like huge fucking
I
fans of
had
the
I had
album.
all of his songs that were on SoundCloud only, and like his really super low key features and stuff, like that were really good, and like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't. It was weird because even that the one song that was supposed to be
The hot
like,
shower.
yeah, that was, you could tell that was supposed to be like the radio, like the single that was gonna be like the, you know, on the #1 charts and all that shit,
Yeah.
popping on the radio, but it was bad. Like it sounded like the first draft to a song.
I don't know.
Like, nigga,
I don't know if he just rushed it out or he was.
You worked on this for like 3 years and like that's what you had, like, and then you're like arguing with niggas on Twitter and shit. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think he might have regretted it, honestly. Like, I wish, like, I don't know, man. I was like kind of hurt, if I can be honest, because how much I love the thing that attracted me to Chance first, because not a lot of people liked him because of his sound.
Yeah,
but I like kind of who he was as a person, even though he can be a little corny at times.
Absolutely.
I kind of like that he felt like a good person, and I started listening to him around the time where I just needed somebody like that. So like,
you're trying to like reform yourself.
No, and I was like, it was like even while I was like shitty, I was like extremely broken and shit. And I was trying to like learn things. So like having such a positive person, which was through the music, was sometimes a way I can use to like cope with just being like I would just start feeling happy. Like he was like talking to me through some of the songs.
Maybe he needs to start doing drugs again. Chance,
I don't know.
Maybe you need to start doing Xans again.
Yeah, but not a lot of people liked him. Some people talk shit about him too. Man, I was like, not everybody likes him.
I remember my friend said his voice sounded like a banjo, which I kind of get.
Yeah.
But you know what? We still have Acid Rap. We still have Coloring Book.
I think
very good project.
Yeah. There was some songs that came out in between Coloring Book and I don't even know the name of. What's it called?
I think it's The Best Day.
Best Day. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, but there was some songs that came even between them, and they're pretty good. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember
The Man Who Has Everything or some shit.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, there was a few songs there was that one with Daniel Caesar. Like there was a lot of actually good songs, and then
I don't what the fuck.
It kind of made me like look forward to it. I was like, oh, you know what the fuck was it?
Yeah, they just felt like little like, all right, here's some little things I'm working on the side.
Yeah,
this isn't the album. And then that was his first album, right?
For the fucking album.
Because wasn't Coloring Book still a mixtape?
Technically mixtapes.
And then this was his first album. Oh my God, this is the first time we talked about this. We would always just go, let's not talk about it.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say, you hate to see it.
Yeah.
Did you see the Joe Rogan thing?
No.
Someone got like a skywriter, like the shit where they get the plane and write in like
like the gas
exhaust.
Yeah.
And they wrote Joe Rogan is literally 5'3". What the fuck was that? You're trying to make it look like a Busta Rhymes video?
No, damn.
Just get
I told you, one of us got to look at the thing.
Oh, Jamie, what the fuck? What are we paying you for? We paid Jamie a salary of $50,000 a year.
So you assault women as a group. Then she made snacks, and then you beat women sometimes.
I don't do that. I've never beat a woman.
On purpose.
That's fair. That's fair. I was drunk and I tried to dap up.
That's not the way you start that, bro.
I was very drunk and I tried to dap up Jamie and I pulled her in like too hard and I like slapped her on the back, and I didn't know she's like hemophiliac or something, and so she had like a little bit of a welt because I like, you know, I have, you know, my fucking
for everybody that doesn't know, if you see him on the street, just, you know, slap him on the ass, on the ass. If you have a foot, you know, put it right in between his cheeks,
gently
in his butthole. Just do that. Make him feel a little uncomfortable.
Lots of eye contact. Yeah, Joe Rogan is apparently 5'3".
Is that what they wrote on the skywriting thing?
Yeah. I want to know who did that. It was Carlos Mencia.
Oh, yeah. What even happened with all that? All I know is that, like,
didn't
Carlos he, like, Mencia steal one of his jokes or something?
No, it was Ari Shaffir. It was an Ari Shaffir joke. It was funny because it was, like, a shitty joke, too. It was, like, something you'd see on Facebook. It was, like, the premise of it was, like, oh, Bush wants to build a wall. Who's going to build it? it wasn't like a good joke.
Did he mean like Mexicans?
Yeah, it's because the premise is, they're trying to keep Mexicans out. It's like, okay, well, if the Mexicans are gone, who the fuck's gonna build the wall?
But he's Mexican. That's why Joe
He's
Rogan got
Honduran.
mad at him?
No, he got mad because Ari Shaffir made that joke, and then Carlos Mencia also made that joke. Might have stolen it from Ari Shaffir.
There's
so
no
he,
might
like,
have. If the other guy said it
confronted-
first, then
Well, the thing is, it's one of those like very obvious jokes. So it's like it's not clear if it's just like he actually stole it from him or if it's just one of those things.
all
where
the
it's
Rogan got mad at him.
like, it's such an obvious connection that anyone you hear the fucking like build the wall thing and like immediately like, well, who's gonna build it? Like that's a very easy connection to make because it's like kind of the biggest stereotype for like
I've
Latin
seen
American.
I've seen some pictures of Rogan at the Comedy Store, like
Yeah, he
yelling at
confronted
him.
him on stage, like while he was performing, like while Carlos Mencia was on stage. Joe Rogan came up and like confronted him,
Oh shit!
which is kind of
I kind of want to watch that.
it's just uncomfortable because they're just arguing. It's just like Joe Rogan is like a very short dude, and then Carlos Mencia is like just this fat guy, and they're both kind of like frustratedly.
Yeah, but
Arguing
Joe
at each
Rogan
other.
is like an actual like a fighter.
Oh yeah, no, he
He-
could fuck him up. It's just like that probably wouldn't happen. So it's just kind of
Ew.
boring because you're like, okay, just fucking fight. Someone throw a
Jamie,
goddamn punch.
can I get some help, please? Can you check the number on the thing with Dick?
Now who's gaslighting?
Nah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I want to find out who did that though.
Who did what?
Like the Joe Rogan. Like who hates Joe Rogan that much?
A lot of
'Cause
people. A lot of
I'm
people
s-
fucking hate Joe Rogan, man.
Yeah, no, I know there's like a stupid moral panic about him right now, but like, who hates him enough where it's like, I am going to pay a skyride. I'm sure that's expensive.
I mean
That has to be expensive.
I mean, there was that one whole scenario with him like saying something about. It was recent.
It was probably there was the thing with the drag queens. He said some stupid shit. I don't know what it was
It
specifically.
was something about like silencing white men or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like,
he
"Oh,
said something about like, oh yeah, white men aren't gonna be allowed to speak anymore. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, I don't know. He's just like a dumb guy. It's fine. I think like people develop like this obsession with people like him because it's like the same thing that happened with like South Park for a while, where you had people being like, yeah, South Park, like basically trying to insinuate that like South Park is why we have like the alt-right and shit like that. And I think they're now trying like though that same type of like kind of hysterical liberal is kind of doing the same thing with Joe Rogan. And they're like, oh yeah, he's the reason we have like the alt-right, or, you know.
I mean, a
fucking
lot of people get mad
neo-Nazis.
that he has like people on both sides kind of on his thing.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah, and I think the thing about it's funny because like there is a thing where he doesn't really have the like.
I feel like he has more of right type people on his thing.
Yeah, definitely, because he's like a kind of dumb libertarian guy, but he's
But he does have a lot of left
yeah.
ideas.
That's the thing I will say that's frustrating when I see people talking about him platform. Like, it depends who's saying it. Like when I see like people who are kind of liberal saying that, it's frustrating to me because I remember like working on the Bernie campaign when he interviewed Bernie like on his show. I noticed that was like the first time I've ever watched an episode of his show. The only time I've ever watched a full episode. And he gave like a much fairer interview to Sanders than I've ever seen from like
Anybody?
MSNBC or CNN. Yeah, I don't know. He also will have like, I know he had Abby Martin on. I think he's had like Matt Taibbi. Like, he will actually offer a platform to people on the left in a way that you generally wouldn't see from like MSNBC or CNN or a lot of like ostensibly progressive, outlets. And so it's like, I don't know. I think like because of that, like there is actually a critique to be made where I think like he doesn't have the mental abilities necessary to sort of properly engage with the like reactionary figures that he has on his show. But I don't know. I don't see why there's this like kind of outsized moral panic about him.
I think it's because he's a rich white guy, and some people just stop at that. Like they don't care about anything else. Like it's just.
Well, I think it's like.
It's like those quick judgment things. Like I mean, both
Yeah.
sides have it. It's like, oh,
I think
he's like this one thing at this one exact scenario, hate him. He's like this one thing at the
I
exact
think
scenario.
it's also
hate him.
like a lot of liberals, when Trump became president, developed this weird thing where they like, because Trump attacks the media, they have this thing where they have to like reflexively defend the media, even though like, you know, you shouldn't defend
That's
the
not
New York
smart.
Times. Like the New York Times is a fucking wretched institution, but
They'll go like, oh, reputable New York Times,
yeah, it's like
a very official, blah 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 bull crap.
yeah, and because of like Trump and like the psychosis that a lot of people developed when he became president, they feel the need to defend these institutions, and so they can't differentiate between any type of like conspiracy theorists. So to them, like someone like Joe Rogan just being kind of like into conspiracy theories and like, you know, platforming these people, these like, you know, pro-Trump people and, you know, alt-right type people, to them is just as bad as like, you know, OAN or whatever. Like these like explicitly like pro-Trump conspiracy outlets.
Yeah, I mean that's what's cool about it though, is that he's having a bunch of different kind of people on, but I don't know. I mean, I got to watch videos and listen to people talk that normally I probably would have never seen or heard of them. They could have just died and they wouldn't have like, you know, I mean, that's the truth, you know? And then he kind of,
I don't think like MSNBC would have fucking, you know, Abby Martin.
or like there's this dude that like, he talks about this theory about how, humans evolved because of mushrooms. I think.
Oh yeah, the stoned ape theory.
Yeah, I kind of talk about this a bit.
Yeah.
And I mean stuff like
I
that's
think,
cool.
like-
I would have never heard of that without. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe on some guy's YouTube channel that like has a bunch of pictures of like fucking like Freemasons and monkeys smoking and shit. You know how those like conspiracy.
Yeah.
That I might have
think-
seen something on
yeah,
there.
What's funny is like I don't think people like the people that like freak out about Joe Rogan. I don't think they understand like that is the bulk of his thing. Like that
And
is
like talking about
his
fights.
viewership. Yeah, it's like a mixture of like kind of meathead jock dudes and like guys who are into mushrooms. Like that is like the bulk of his viewership. And then
Yeah.
he also just sometimes has these like, you know, right wing freaks like, you know, Alex Jones or whatever. Which is like
Which kind of sucks too, like, because I have my same opinion of him as I do Trump. Like, I personally don't like Trump, like, for a lot of different reasons.
About Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Oh,
And
I know. what you
I
mean,
kind of
yeah.
wish they were cartoon characters that I could just watch, like, if they're on South
Yeah,
Park or
he
something.
is like a fascinating he's such a
And he's so
freak.
crazy. Yeah, he's crazy as hell, man. And he has done, like, a lot of, like, legit, like, I was going to say news work. Like, not investigating. What's the word I'm looking for?
Journalistic work.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. Like how he revealed that one like big crazy like party where they burned the owl god thing with like an effigy and like all this crazy stuff. I can't remember the name. It's like a big ritual.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I mean like that.
He's done, or he was trying to like tell everybody about Epstein's Island and shit like 10 years ago. He was telling Rogan and a bunch of other people like that. He's done some legit work, but also he's been very, 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 very off base with a bunch of other
Yeah,
kind of
he's also like
yeah.
a deranged person.
Yeah, like with
That's
that.
what's tough. Like with the Epstein shit, that's why it's like tough because he's like you have people like him who are completely deranged, but also if you like talk about the Epstein shit and you just describe it as it is, it sounds deranged.
Yeah, that's why
It
nobody
sounds
believed him.
Fucking no, I mean like, but this, like the Epstein shit has been known about since like 2002.
Yeah, but
Like he went to prison. He went to prison and then got like a suspiciously light sentence. Like he was only the charge he got was for like, buying a prostitute.
But what was the original thing? Like, what were they trying to get him in for?
It was like.
Was it about the
initially-
island?
Yeah, it was about the island, and like it was known as a part of the case, like the original case, that there was like underage girls there who had been trafficked there.
But that means somebody kind of just pushed it.
But there
Someone
was, like,
with a shit ton of power.
Suspicious like.
And it didn't get a lot of coverage or anything, but like more recently it exploded.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird.
And not a lot of people knew about it.
Yeah, like I think he was allowed to go home like during his prison sentence. Like I think he was allowed to like go home on weekends.
right now. I'm
It was Xbox. Very fucking weird. And the only charge he got was for solicitation, which is paying a prostitute.
Which should be legal.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. That's why like I don't know. Like right now, there's like a panic about conspiracy theories because of like QAnon and shit. But it's
What is
like,
QAnon? I have one of our
holy
old high
shit.
school buddies. His name is
Yeah,
Q.
yeah, yeah.
Q.
He's really into QAnon now. So basically,
I'm learning things today.
you know a little bit. You know about 4chan, right?
Yes, I know a lot about
Yeah.
4chan.
So at some point in I think either 2017 or 2018, somebody anonymously posted a message on 4chan that was like a series of what looked like encrypted messages, like just a series of words.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the white rabbit, all this shit. And every once in a while, this person who referred to themselves as Q and would post anonymously
Oh, okay,
would
makes
do
sense.
these drops where it would be in the minds of the believers information regarding a secret plan by Trump to arrest all of the pedophiles in Hollywood and the Democratic Party.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so part of that was actually like, some of them
And
think,
there's a lot of those.
some of them think that like
That's facts.
some of them have already been arrested. Like they think like Chrissy Teigen. Holy shit! They think Chrissy Teigen and John Legend were already arrested and then secretly put on trial. Like they started posting these pictures where they're both wearing like baggy clothing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're hiding their fucking ankle monitors." It's this really deranged shit, and then it's just become more and more and more like
This guy hasn't
untethered
posted
from reality.
anything.
Well, they don't know if it's like one person because it's on
Anybody could just put
4chan.
Q.
You can just say I'm Q, and there's no way of disproving it or proving it. And then it moved to 8kun, and I don't know. Like now, there's like division in like the 4chan community because there's some people who think it's like some people think it's Robert Kennedy. Some people think it's the dude who I think created 4chan. Some people think it's Trump himself. Some people think it's Michael Flynn or Michael Flynn Jr. Like, there's like a huge battle within the community about who even is Q, and it's just like become more and more untethered from.
I feel like that sounds crazy. This kind of stuff like that kind of makes me want to watch this one show called Mr. Robot. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah, with Rami Malek.
I kind of want to watch it. Have you watched it?
No, I don't watch TV shows.
I know it's like a little bit like kind of like that where like he's like kind of just like a super hacker man, you know, and he's just like releasing information of the government or like giving everybody money or like I think one thing he does is like he just forgives everybody's student loans. Like he just hacks everything and he just steals money from the government and got sent to everybody and they paid off everybody's student loans all at once or some shit like that.
We should do an episode about conspiracy theories we believe in.
That we like fully believe in?
Yeah. What are some you believe in?
I don't know if I want to call aliens at this point conspiracy theory.
I don't know if that counts as
Cuz
one.
like there's like actual I mean like Sasquatch.
Do you believe in Sasquatch?
I mean it's not impossible, but like I don't know.
I don't think Sasquatch.
Cuz we're still discovering some like new bugs and like lizards and shit, but to be fair those are small and they're like on isolated islands.
Yeah, I don't know about Sasquatch.
Where the fuck would Sasquatch be?
I definitely think aliens are real. I think
the whole I don't believe anything about aliens doing the pyramid stuff cuz like
Yeah,
it's entirely plausible that just humans with like some just like quick thinking and like ingenuity with some like light engineering skills could have done it.
Yeah.
But there is some crazy stuff like in Babylon and I think it's Peru now, but I don't remember what it used to be called. But they have evidence of some of their buildings.
It was all just like the Incan Empire.
No, it was like in what I'm talking about is like kind of like Greece kind of area. I don't know what that is. But basically I watched this conspiracy thing a long ass time ago about how there's these giant stone blocks that were like laser cut. Like the cuts are near perfect. Like they're so perfect that like where the corners are still like perfectly
Maybe
fine.
they just did Adderall.
Like they use like a like the kind of stone that it is extremely dense, so it takes a long time for it to deteriorate. So it's been thousands of years since those cuts have been made, and it's just kind of like some of like the designs that are there are impossible for us to do now.
See, I hate that shit because I want answers.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Can I ask Jamie, what conspiracy theories do you believe in? What conspiracy theories do you believe in? Do you think are true? Jamie says she believes in QAnon. She thinks it's real.
That mermaids are fat?
I think that
Mermaids are cool. I'd fuck around with a mermaid as a homie.
So I feel like in like classical mythology, there was the thing of like the sirens were like mermaids, right?
Yeah.
How would you fuck one?
You don't. They just eat you.
But like no, well, cause they in the stories they like, you know, draw you in. But like, if you in your mind you think you're gonna fuck them, that's why they like. That's how they get drawn. How would you fuck a mermaid?
Maybe it has like a hole, like one hole, and then it's fish.
Do fish have pussies? I'm just curious.
But you know mammals do, huh, you furry?
You already know. Fucking hate. Yeah, I don't know. We should just embrace conspiracies. I want to be.
Okay, how about this? Next week's episode is gonna be a conspiracy theory episode.
First conspiracy: astrology is real. Second, JFK was killed by the CIA.
Or that it was a magic bullet, not two people.
No.
Oh, did you see that thing about how it looks like the driver went like this and shot and put the gun down?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen the tweet where it's like it's the picture where Jackie is like crawling out and then JFK has like just been shot, and the tweet was like JFK gay as fuck for falling asleep with Jackie's fat ass out like that. So I'm sorry. It's such a good tweet.
That's bad, man.
Yeah, he got.
We gotta do conspiracy theories. Each one of us will bring 3. Maybe it'll be a little longer than normal.
Yeah, I'll explain that Pizzagate is real.
That's a whole thing.
We should have that dude. We should have him on. Just like here, we're gonna give you the microphone.
I kind of want it. Like just talk.
I think he's just gonna say the N-word.
Well, yeah, we just have
only me and.
I mean,
Jay
we have
N-word.
the edit. I'm gonna edit it. I mean, to be fair, I'm not one to like. I'm not gonna go in and change his words and stuff. But like, if at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't like the edit, I'm just gonna not put it up. Okay. I think we need to consider it, because we've been talking about this for since we started.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, he is like a deranged person. Like.
Look, man.
He does. I mean, at this
I don't know
point,
if you're ever gonna watch this, but if we do invite you on, and then you do eventually realize that we've been talking about you, that's life. You were cool in high school.
You're the main character of this podcast.
You were cool in high school. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that was like a weird. That's kind of like a weird thing about becoming like an adult, and like
everybody just starts going their paths.
Like
they were
checking in on people that you haven't talked to.
Oh, what's going on with this guy? He's
you're insane now.
Yeah.
You were like kind of a weirdo in high
But
school.
like, I think we should very much consider that. Very much consider that.
Jamie, do you know who we're talking about?
No, I don't think she knows him.
We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you. But I think this weird episode is gonna have to come to an end.
I don't know what we talked. Did we talk about?
No,
anything?
we kind of just went through it. I feel like it was at least a little bit more like there was like a better flow to it this time, because I was told that our last podcast was kind of a tornado of thoughts.
I think that's good.
And we were kind of just shitting all over each other, and we're just there's nothing.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like a good. Like, if you want to understand what it's like to just like spend time with us.
Yeah, I mean,
like if you want to know what Jamie has to go through, listen to the last episode. Episode 6.
Episode 6. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm Brennan.
I'm sleepy.
He's sleepy, and we out.
Peace.
Bye.